Archaeologians, and hello all you archaeologists. I'm the John Struck, just me, no one else. I'm having a Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn. Before the full adventure, we are a few hours away from Heavensward. Hopefully, let's turn this screen off, jump into the game, and talk to Tataru. There's Tataru right there. There's my kitten. There's Tataru. Kittens must be slightly scarier when you're that size. Let us also remove this from the screen. I do have some post that's gonna come, a Tesco's thing, so I'll have to jump out within the next hour, basically. I've been so caught up with recruiting that I almost forgot there's been word from Alpha now. Apparently the Alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss Ishgard's plight. Oh, there we go. They've requested your presence as usual. Anyway, you best make your way to Ul'dah, or you'll be late. Alpha No said he'd meet you on the Royal Promenade. Ooh, that's cool. I didn't realise that was... I paused it at a really good time then. We are quickly... Well, you know, when I played it during the pandemic, I got like... a bit into Heavensward. I'm not sure how far, to be honest. It's quite hard to tell. But yeah. Let's go to Thanalan. Shall we? Still have last night's Coke. It's quite cold this morning. There's our office gave an ice warning told us to stay home, not drive into work. I'm wearing my extra layer, which makes me look like a sort of doesn't make you look like a noble John. Lies. No, it does not. Yeah, we don't quite have the space. Also, I don't give a shit about that quest line, but we don't quite have the space to pick up these spare quests. Even the Way of the Samurai, which would be nice. I'm tempted, but I think I'll stay as Bard for the time being. Look at that axe. It's a sparkly fucking axe right there. That axe is... This is made out of lava. It's made out of shine. Okay, where are we going? Yeah, that's pugilist. There's going to be lots. We're not doing all of these. Where are we going? We are going to the closest... that, which I don't know because they never fucking mark them. Maybe they do. It's oh, I think they've just recently started doing it. I don't think they did that before, but maybe the last, yeah, a relatively recent, let's say. I was literally at the correct location, wasn't I? Whatever, keep walking. Oh god, why am I so bad at finding these crystals? I was at a crystal. I teleported to a giant crystal. Are you a snowman? You are a snowman. Okay. It's good to know. Where the fuck are we? We are walking away from crystals. I want to zoom in. Oh fuck. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to teleport. I'll spend 100 to save a second. There we go. We want to go to... Yeah, and I think this map wasn't always here. I've managed to make a auto run. I don't know how to turn it off. Ah! I don't want to be down here. I didn't mean to jump. No! No, I don't want to go to Revan's Toll. I want to go back up there. No, I'm nowhere fucking near it. No! I'm not auto-running anymore, though. Steps right there, John. Stop panicking. I will never stop panicking. The shard will probably be faster, I know. I'm walking. Just taking the shard. I'd be much faster if I didn't have this fucking giant bow on my back. Yes, I can't do any dungeons until the deliveries arrived. But I think I can risk a long cutscene. Apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I'd hoped to proceed the negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems my urgent request for audience prompting a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The alliance leaders... Okay, so this isn't the scene yet. And let us join them, shall we? Because that's like a lunch you've got to go to. I think. Let's clonk that there. Bonk. Next to the mic.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Brave's intervention.
Udar has none.
Just Crystal Braves, mate. You
Sonya does not object.
do what you like with them.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
Oh, she's reflecting on the table.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
There, it's gone.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Teleji Adeleji and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
What?
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
There's like a rabbit lady across the table there who's basically solved most of the problems. I just send her at the problem. It'll be fine. I'm not sure what your issue is. Fun.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
It's nice going through this scene again, because it's Raban's kindness that is his downfall, his brief downfall, because I don't think that Brown's downfall sticks, but like, it's a nice way of doing it. Because like, the first time going through, the leaders do seem kind of unreasonable, but like, the second time through, it's like, no, Alphino is like being stepped way beyond.
Grace not feeling well.
Like, his, like... He's overstretched, you know what I mean? He's being arrogant, and he's going to be punished for it. It's really cool.
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
I just realised my thing is up like that because it's cold, alright? Let me look silly. It's fine. Pretend I'm in character or something. Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. Okay, so we do this first. I was going to say, because we have the entire of part 2 to do, but I fear we have left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Haurchefant and Sir Emmerich to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzea's guardians. Captain Ilbird, are you an ill bird? What news? Then the assault has begun. We have but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Durandar at the Steel Vigil. So it's more that she was distracted, because like Raban's not a leader. It's not actually as cool. He's just the army, you know, he's just the general. So had she been thinking like just leaving the Brass Blades into defense, was a terrible idea. Obviously. Man the cannons alongside the knights and thin the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able. I would have you and your adventurer allies bolster the defences at the steps of faith. Report first to Sir Marceline at the gates of judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I'm not allowed to go there yet, are we? It's the Imperium. That's a clever spelling of that. Imperium means like godly, but Imperium obviously is an imperial place, so it's sort of halfway through between the two. It's yeah. See what they've done there. I fear. Okay, so it's literally you can see the time. It says 1:03, and my delivery is expected between 1 and 2. So I may have started this exactly the worst time. If I check my phone, yeah, between 1 and 2. Never mind. I didn't. Sooner is better than later, I guess. You're appointed captain of the Sellsword contingent, then welcome. There's a shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Travanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. Beside the Crystal Braves to your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present, to have you join them. This, of course, is merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, will not be so easily drawn out of position. Temple Knights will remain on the steps of faith, continue our preparations. When the horde arrives in force, they shall force a hall of Ishgardian steel. Do I have sound? I do. Report back to me once the advanced skirmishers are slain. You know what? I didn't consider the red on red would look poor, but this isn't going to stick about. Actually, I guess it will for the entire of this game, so what am I talking about? For me, it won't stick about. Oh, we just have to fly there, don't we? Wait, what? That's where we are. No, it isn't. White Brim. Can't see a thing. Now I can. What's... these two? We got our chocobo. Yeah, I think that was reasonable. Yeah. We're probably over leveled. I mean, we'd have to be 4 levels over level because of the way the levels work. Damn dragons. Alright, tells us to go that way. The Sea of Clouds. Wow, where are we going? Oh, I see. That's probably still the fastest way. We'll fly no higher. Oof. Wasn't expecting me to come from this direction, was you? Take this out. Lovely. Not going to command for very long. Fighting a bird. Not an ill bird, though. Lovely. Of course not. I want to go lower, won't I? Through the sea of clouds. Through the sea of clouds. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the steps of faith. It's all funny that you can do that, but what news, adventurer? The reinforcements decimated, you say? To pieces? Geranian devils, damn their scaly hides. The hides are scaly, and damn those. Damn them. Hold fast to your grief and fury, my lady. We'll avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. Steps of faith. Prepare for the siege. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lies the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the sea of clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barriers we called Daphanin's collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, the thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus dragons now are able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Geranians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm the city within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. 3 yet remain. We have dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. I should hope that includes us as well, yes? The signs of the seventh dawn. We could not stand idly by while the horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, to do so otherwise would go against all the Master Louis Soir has taught us. As for where we may be of most assistance, I think it prudent we divide into 2 groups. Ida and I will join the rear guard. Right, the dragons should reach us. We'll be sure to give them what for. Thank you, all of you. Pray speak with me again when your preparations are complete. Together we should stand against the horde. Okay. Do I also a little bit of darkness here? Why? I don't even need to. That doesn't even need to be that tall, does it? That is poorly timed, unfortunately. I've got like a delivery in 15 minutes. But also it's just a quest, isn't it? Yeah, it's just a duty call. It's not a main thing. It's fun. If I die, I die. I'm not ruining other people, I don't think. It's the issue. Yeah, because if it loads instantly, and it's fine. Big lizard. Accept the fury into your heart and defend this bridge with your life's blood. Also, I missed the first line because I'm trying to click for it. I'll protect the Holy See.
Let's finish this quickly, shall we?
I shall make it quick.
Yeah, I'll try and make them quick. I'll also turn it down in my... I'm taking a look damage, aren't I? I mean, a knock is pretty loud. It's the strength of the barrier. Look at this, that turtle. He's pretty adamant he'll get through. What's in there? Oh, fall back, no! I'd love to, you're not letting me. On your feet.
Ether, to me.
It's a Vishap. Vishap is gonna have a mishap. I'm not gonna aim for a fucking thing. Okay, I understand those instructions. And I like that it's sort of subtly teaching people how to do fights as well. Even though presumably they would have done loads by now. You know. Got a lot of health. Dragons are very fast runners. I need to fall back and help the others apparently.
No holding back.
We can take down the Horde. No problem. Piece of cake. What's this? Horde Transcendent. It's like a big rhino man.
This one'll sting.
Yeah. Struggling to sing my song. Learning to spit out. Okay, this is a longer affair than I thought it would be. Oops. Second ward has fallen. To protect the final ward. I've not done a great job of protecting the others, but we'll see what I can do. I was having a hard time finding what to target. If he breaks the barrier, do I lose? Because I can't end this now. He's got like a third of his health left. I am standing in bad places. Fuck. No, fucking, I wanna aim for this thing. Click our buttons on spawners. I think they're doing a last stand over there when we stand off to the side. Oh, it's the Knight's Resolve. Let's see what's going on. I'll sing a song about the Knight's Resolve. It's be good. That's greatly diminished. There's his health. There we go. And a win. No post just yet. Yay! Happy right there, don't like. Okay, that's better. The dragons, they are withdrawing. Victory is ours. Who's... I guess they're the sellswords. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make this battle a slaughter? You've grown so fond of the stench of your lair. Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter, I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm in Nidhogg. Only your death will sate my lance. Whoop. Cool. That just makes it worse. Encroaching darkness. It's not even that dark, the bit behind my head. It makes no sense. Hey, if the dragons are rooted, lest you wonder the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my Crystal Braves were not found wanting. We did some other cool fighting just over off screen. You didn't see it though. Commander Leveler, Naive, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all of the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with proper courtesy. We have indeed achieved a victory of singular importance. The Javanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. For now. Mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons, the Primals, the Ascians, and the Empire, but step by faltering step we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever the journey was made with you in the van. What? I guess Vanguard, but like, get in the van! We're saving the world! Get in! The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that will sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, you have done well, my friend, and I for one would take a moment to savour the enormity of our achievement. Done. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity, and must accompany Captain Ilberd, who's not even a bird, let alone an Ilberd, back to Ulder, and reassign those braves whose squad suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned the rest of the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll. Share your tale with Midfilia in person. We see the informing of our other nations of what took place here. What? We'll see to that. Do be sure to give our regards to Midfilia. Fun. Cool. Nope. It did a thing where I was... Oh, if we just have to do that, it's fine. Huh. I can't reach my phone anymore because I dropped it on the floor. I can't reach the light either. Whew. I can't even use my table. Hey, welcome back. Alphino sent word of the siege and of course of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Naive. Thank you. Okay, yeah, because I checked where I was. You must be wary, Naive, and now may very well be your only chance to... Antecedent. A messenger from Uldar arrived with a missive for you. The royal seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Namno Namno invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah in honour of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem that we are to be recognised for our part in lifting the siege. You for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers contingent, the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place in such a celebration. All three refused to... Yeah, see, this is the interesting bit where they try and make like you look down upon the leaders. Refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share the glory of your triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard return to Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn Moonbreeder, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse, but I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought of such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Jotaro, if you'd do me the favour of contacting the rest of the sides. We have to meet somebody before we go to lunch though, don't we? Of course, insisted Ryan. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do. I could still do with a second line though. Curious. I've never known Totaro to side such requests. Could aught be amiss? Could aught be amiss? Let's survey the scene, shall we? As she's conspicuous by her absence. Taro, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think about it, she seemed rather preoccupied. Really, John? Oh, we still need to buy a bow. Where are we going? I want to teleport anyway. I want to figure out where the fuck I'm going. You're just like somebody from near. Oh, there you are. Look up there. Oh no, if it's you, I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing really. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to towering trials that you face every other day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. You know what they say, Naive. I'm glad we had this little chat. Oh, she wants to become an adventurer. Well, this is all at very low stakes at the very least, so it doesn't matter if somebody suddenly knocks on my door. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. Also, this buddy came in for this private conversation. I've been hesitant to approach the subject, but with all the recent excitement, but now have made me realize there's no time like the present, and the time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, you've certainly earned the rest, but I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers at the Crystal Graves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Horibalda and Coltonet have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. So it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself, and others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Whoa, hey! That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. As aught befell with which I must help Antecedent? What? Not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Ah, yes. Excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection with the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request another adventurer for capable kind, of course, to be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates, provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, Antecedent. Take my leave of you. He's got the same boots on as the kickboxer lady, but like large. They must be so goddamn uncomfortable. What? Wait, why are there two quests? The power to defend oneself. Miss Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think about it, I do recall Oriange mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsa. Yes, that'll be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild to see that all is well? It's doubtless unwarranted, but I'm not alone in my concern for her safety. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Horibalda with a capable adventurer? Well, I'm sorry to say that I have yet been able to do so in the 2 seconds. Now I realise that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, but that escort duty is frankly beneath a woman of your talents. But I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego the rest and assist us in this matter? Yeah, sure. No, it's to a fault, I thank you, Naive, even though I literally just asked you to do something different far away. Now it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea taking etheric readings that we might understand the impact of the primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, so we ask the adventurers in the service serve as escorts. Horibalda and Coltonet were to act as two such escorts. A third adventurer. Alas, due to the injury, said adventurer was not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your good will. Truly, you are a pillar of strength, Naive. Horibalda will share with you the details of your task. You should be waiting outside. Be safe. Cool. This all feels a bit like busy work, to be honest, before the main event. But again, 20 minutes time. Within 20 minutes, within 17 minutes, I'm getting a delivery. So this is all fine for me. So we have... Naive, is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Fun. Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coltonet? A misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light herself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each whom will take a different route? True, but our mission is the same. Separated by malms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. More practical concerns I have, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He'll determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. Spirit and I have, in spirit, we shall be together every step of the way. Sort of weird that we have two quests we're doing, but last the science woman deigns to grace me with her presence. A pity we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Isam. Come, we are late enough as it is. I do want to grab my phone though. Because I don't know, maybe they're contacting me or something. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Please stand at the appropriate distance while I watch wild beasts. Well, you watch wild beasts, obviously. I see we have both completed our respective tasks, a satisfactory outcome, though if I may make one suggestion, you might try and dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, Snake Malt awaits, shall we? Oh, and snake malt. Right about here, yes. As before, I would ask you to keep an eye out for dangerous beasts. I annoy this tree. Death mouse. Fascinating. The readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should come with no surprise. I'm not given to superstition, but it is a queer, almost blasphemous error hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. I have one more sight to survey. Oh. These stroppers. Pretty stroppy. Droppy mouth. Droppy mouth. He's got a stroppy mouth because he's a stroper. As before, my guardian, leave me to my task and ensure our safety. It's Stampador. Little ghosts. This data should prove invaluable to... Ye gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoises while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal. Such awful offal. You chose to paddle in Ica a while longer, I take it. No matter, I took advantage of my unexpected privacy. I fucking arrived immediately afterwards and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Aeol's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We will take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. There we go. Yeah, but... what about Tataru? Whatever. I have apparently 9 minutes before the dude arrives. Do I want to start a quest? So I think I'll pause right now, so I don't cut into the next task. But it might be late, that's the thing. They gave me an hour window, which is usually quite accurate, but it doesn't mean they're never late. And I could probably finish up in whatever in 9 minutes, but yeah, let's take a... I've returned. That is to say, my delivery stuff has happened. I have to check to see what got changed. Because they're always like, is that what you wanted? And I'm like, yeah, maybe, who knows? Possibly. And then I'll find like an email hidden away somewhere, go, oh, we actually secretly switched all your stuff for other stuff. And fun. My next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's fount. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now, come along. Is this just to get Odin? Am I being distracted by an Odin quest? Rather than tapping up small one. Yes, is the answer to that. One thing I do regret is buying hobnobs. I love hobnobs, but I bought some and then I bought more and like, oh no, that definitely feels greedy. What are you? We seek the dark divinity. No, this is Odin. Be privy to the plan before the game was afoot. As you know, Odin hunts in the forest. We banish him from the shroud, yet in actual fact, he has fallen before countless adventures already. By all rights, the Primals should plague us no more. Yet, though again and again he is vanquished, he rises again. Charged through the Heavensward, his constant reappearance is perplexing to say the least, and raises two questions: who summons him, and how does he change his visage upon manifesting? You know, I don't need to read these out loud because they're not main quests. Delightfully devilish. Cool, we have Earth's founder. I'm gonna do that at some point we can. You should be more familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position to find while I watch to do things. Yes, quite high, and yet still remarkably lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th astral era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference? Was there something else? Something else. Something else. Scion, come here, I need you! Oh, it's Ryan, he's been murdered. No, that's Wilfred, isn't it? Fear not, my friends, help has arrived. There you are, Naive. Hori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Poor stupid Wilfred. Gutted like a hog, but not by one. No, these wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put much of a fight up either. Nary a mark on his sword or shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Braves operations in this area. What causes Wilfred to come here? What should we do? We will see to the scholar's protection, Naive. Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what happened here. So do I. Yeah, his story's pretty sad. Don't know why I'm not just doing that. Oh, where's my phone? Yes. This is obviously the more important quest, because Wilfred. Let's also move my mic closer to my face. Hopefully you can hear me better now. Maybe. Maybe. No, that's sort of weird. There's a bit of the hour in the corner, isn't it? Have you returned? You seem troubled. Did the soul escort Chief, so? Did the roll? What? Yeah, I'm just going to check my emails as well. On that one. Wilfred dead, mayhap murdered by the 12. How can this be? We'll send word to Alphino at once. He'll want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilfred's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this and why? Yeah, move the fucking arrow away from that, John. over there instead. What am I looking for? I just want to see the quests, that's all. Okay, so we have to do Unexpected Ambition anyway. It's just sort of weird that they give us both of those at the same time. We want to go immediately to Arcanist. When did it change? I was on the right page. Yeah, so Unexpected Ambition is like a few quests back. Okay. It's like a little bunny. Wait, where are you? I can't see you. It's below. I was tricked into going to the wrong place. Look at all these. I want one. The statue. Naive, what are you doing here? I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Taru, have become a great and powerful Arcanist. And now at Mistress Thubirgem's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise till we meet again. Yeah, it's really nice to have, like, oh, look at these other characters taking the level 5 quests. I guess we just go back upstairs. When I can figure out how to. Thub, greetings and welcome, Arcanist Guild. What do you require assistance? I want one of your cool jackets. So you are acquainted with our newest member. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I fear young Tataru may not be ideally suited to the study of Arcanima. Nevertheless, she will not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trial. Simulated inspection of 3 crates. A simple task, some might say, but one all Arcanists are expected to complete. A thought occurs to me, why not supervise Tataru's training? You're clearly an accomplished adventurer, and given your relationship with the girl, you seem an ideal person to have her on hand. Her trial will be conducted at Cliff south of Zephyr Gate. You will need to only observe at a distance. I mean, you say that, but I've apparently never been here. So... I don't think I have that. Rosenbergen and Quicksilver. So I already have that. I'm literally carrying it. Get one of those. That's aiming. Apparently. What are we missing? Okay, it seems we have them all. Fair enough. I got to try and fight Shiva, or the water thing. I guess try and get some cool stuff. We'll do a little. I have none. I believe this is the correct direction. It is not. Blue Mage. Not now. Only got 4 days. She's singing a song. Azure sees the pirate's port, where she meets a shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plans to naught, came the lass whom none could fool. Beat him with a back draft, gut him with a gust, deck him with a downburst. Go, carbuncle, go. Oh, are those crates I spy? Ah, this must be the true chest, but we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? Carbuncle? No, what are you doing, Carbuncle? Oh, that automatically come back, Carbuncle. Oh, fucking wolf rats. Level 1 quest, even not even a level 5. Where did the ghosts come from? Oh, I should have known you'd come, Knive. Needn't say a word, your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle, left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I'll inform the mistress of Thub Begrem. My intentions to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, like so much else, is beyond me. Okay, I feel like this might have been cut down, this questline. Because I feel like she used to have like 3 different guilds she joined. See, when I played it during the pandemic, I did it all before they did the cuts. For reasons, I'm not sure why. I just wanted to say I'd done it once. Ah, back so soon. How fared our fledgling arcanist? Abysmally, Mistress Thubgrime. Abysmally, as Naive will testify. I was wrong to become an arcanist. Wrong as usual. I am completely and utterly unqualified, and sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Totoro, if that was true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitation, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you gain a solid grasp of fundamentals of Arcanima. Were it not so, you would struggle to even summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Do you not agree? Bun. You're too kind, Mistress though I could not overcome the challenge, I will take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. Quest complete. Oh. Fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. Aww. We'll go back to the Rising Stones with something to show without... but I can't go back without something to show for my time away. I know what I must do. If you don't mind accompanying me for a while longer. Wonderful, then to Costa del Sol will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Oh, yeah, so she her quest takes faith. I see what's happened with the quest line. So this is going to be a free part. Yes, this is it. This is where a man at the drowning wench told me to look. There's a certain variety of climb that can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvellous pearls. However, these climbs are coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared poorly in battle last time, let's be off. What fortune, I've already found one. Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? It will only take a moment. Balthazar back. I should probably check when certain things came out as well. The side quests, I mean. Be nice to get some of them done before Heavensward, but also I'm being impatient, so I'll probably just jump straight to Heavensward. Well fought, Naive. Well fought. I knew I was right to come to ask you to come. As for me, my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for their reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought it might make champs for everyone, so no matter where they were to go, they will always come home. Sort of the power to defend myself and other people in a way, right? Well, I mustn't keep flamming, waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the science and Lumensian markets. You may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to Antecedent. Tell her she needn't worry about me. Done. Go on, Naive, and thank you for everything. Sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Why are we walking out to sea? That rabbit's going out into the water. It's a bit strange. It's awkward. We've got to walk back the same direction she went.